how he went from that to this. Hey guys, it's Michael Todd and welcome to The.Cult.Of.Vintage. Today is definitely a different kind of day. We are going to be going back to Main Street. Richard is currently renovating this home for ourselves and for his parents. So we're gonna get inside and check out the latest modifications. It's been a little bit since we've been here. The last video is right there. I'll drop a link for you. So let's get inside and check out what's been done. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna ring the bell. It's an old one. Here he is. There's the man. I am.
Mm-hmm.
So,
did you get the cobwebs on the door?
well, you know, it's still under renovation, right? Here's the main staircase. Now, you've redone the foot things. What are these called?
You got the treads and the risers.
The treads and the risers you've redone, as well as...
So the entire thing has been redone. This was hanging off the wall. There was no support under it.
Oh.
So we jacked the staircase up to level it back out. The handrail was broken because of that. So the handrail has been repaired, all refinished. It's dusty now, but it's a combination of woods. The treads are ash. I'm not sure what's under the paint.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't take the paint completely off, but there's ash and walnut mixture. So on the mill post, they actually put a whole bunch of boards together. They're like 10 boards.
I remember you showing me that. Yeah.
And every other board was walnut and ash, so it gave it a striped look. But same thing on the moldings, they used a combination, which probably was really interesting at the time, but can also be a little much for decorating.
Yeah. I love, one of my favorite features is you have the beveled door.
So it puts polka dots and rainbows everywhere.
Mm-hmm. I love it. So now you have just really gotten done with the floor, and I guess we should distinguish, we are in the original part of the home, which was built when?
1860.
1860, and the original home was brick, or is still.
It is a brick home. It was built as a model home.
Okay.
So there are two houses. We have the sister house next door, and they're the exact same blueprint, both brick homes, but every architectural feature is different. And the third house down was the original property owner.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to create a development, and it's actually behind ours.
Yeah.
That they were going to build homes for people. So you could come into this house. Every room had different.
That's where Aubrey and Justin are. Okay.
Yes, they live in the original house. So that house originally faced south, and they had all this land out in front of their house. And a little before 1860, they built an addition to the west of it and made it face west. So now when you go down Main Street, you think you're looking at the front of the house.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually an addition.
Mm-hmm.
And the original house is behind. It's much smaller.
Okay.
It looks more like the old kitchen area of this big house. So now the houses south of us are the storybook homes.
Yes.
And that was the gateway into this community. But that's as far as they ever got. They did the two storybook homes and the two sister houses and never developed any.
Just fizzled out. Yeah.
So every room in the house has different woodwork, and you could come in and choose the style of woodwork you would like. So they had different window options, different staircase options. So the house next door has a totally different type of staircase.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it a little more interesting when you're going into repair woodwork, because you have to match each room separately. So we were able to do that, and then I have taken a combination of woods to create the woodwork going through the new addition, and just ran with that theme, where every room is going to be a little bit different.
Okay.
But as long as you balance the weight make it proportional.
Then it's not so jarring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it still looks old.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't want to scale the woodwork down to look like brand new woodwork. We wanted to appear old.
Yeah.
So now in the original house, again, there was no floor on the first floor. So we have managed to, we found ash, which is now almost gone because of the emerald ash borer compliments of. They have cut down the majority of ash trees, and we were able to get this house out of Cincinnati, had it milled to the original 5-inch board.
Mm-hmm.
And so for the last 2 weeks, I've been installing the wood floors and finishing. So, but if you look around, you can see I've added in crown molding. This was not original to the house.
The crown molding?
The crown molding was not. However, the pieces that I used are original pieces, patterns from the house.
So this is newly milled wood, but it's
based
off of original.
patterns.
Okay.
So that same crown, it's a cove molding. This is a 3-piece molding. The centerpiece is a cove. That cove was used in multiple areas around, especially outside. When you look at the front, they used it to crown the windows. It just had various areas. This piece along the ceiling is also the same piece they used on a lot of the base trims.
Okay.
So you can kind of see it on the base molding. It's the top piece of the base molding. So that ties everything together. It makes it very difficult to tell what's new and what's old. I always say I'm a preservationist and not a purist. So I'm all about preserving the integrity of a building, but not in a purist way.
Okay.
So a purist would never put the crown molding up.
Right, because it wasn't original.
But I don't mind.
Okay. So we are in the original home. Obviously, we are in the entry hallway. The hallway takes us back to what would have been and is.
It was the original dining room.
Okay.
Which was incredibly large. The original kitchen was torn down.
Oh, okay.
So the back part of the house was demolished years ago.
Okay.
And it had a bedroom and a kitchen.
Okay.
Of course, the root cellar, they did have a root cellar there. So that was gone when we got it. So we chose to change the dining room into a kitchen / dining room because of the size.
Because you have also created an addition.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the use, not entertaining as much. People just don't entertain as much. We're able to put a smaller dining room area in the kitchen, which is more than enough.
Yeah.
We also
So
there have been modifications to the house.
So we're going into
this is the living room.
The living room, the formal living room.
So the original house had a single doorway coming in here, and years ago they enlarged it into a double door. I think they had French doors on it. They did the same thing down here. Well, we took it a step further and opened it up even more, so that you're now looking into the dining room area that we are maintaining as a dining room. So it kind of makes it into a larger space when you combine the living room and dining room. So I think in your last video I had the coffered ceiling done.
Yes.
Installed.
Yeah.
So we are still finishing out the drywall. We now have corners again. All those were cut out. They were in your last video. So we're almost at the sanding stage in here. Getting very close to reinstalling all the old molding, the base moldings. So, but we had to get all the wood put in. That was the next step.
The fireplace mantle.
That is not the original mantle. It was originally a metal. You see them all the time. They're just a heavy metal mantle.
Okay.
It was. It had a little stove heater. It wasn't an open fireplace. At some point, they cut the brick out and made it an operable fireplace. But it was so deteriorated The brick was falling out. I've had to rebuild the brick,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not going to be functional. We could put a gas insert in without any problem, but it's not an actual wood burning fireplace.
Gotcha.
I have marble that I'm putting in around.
Is it right there?
It's a white marble.
Oh, that's the back.
Yep, I can show you. I mean, it's pretty nondescript.
Mm-hmm. So this is going up where this gray
Yes.
is.
So this will actually go in around the brick and
Okay.
cement board. We've got a decorative transition piece. And then this mantle, I'll build the wood back to the marble.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a little customizing to make everything fit. But there
Just so.
hearth was gone. I mean, there was just nothing left. So, but again, we found the mantle in Cincinnati. It seemed pretty period appropriate. I wanted to do something floor to ceiling.
And then you created the entirety of this.
Yeah. So I had the old, do you call them medallions at the top?
The cornices?
They're little corbel pieces on either side. Those are all plaster, which I've already.
The white, you had to touch them up because.
Yes, I had to repair some of it. So that'll all get painted out. But yeah, this was literally created from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
And
And you
again,
have the
it's-
sconces there, and those are going
Now,
into
I'm putting these up for now. I've
As
never
a-
been 100% sold on these because they aren't,
the subject to change.
well, down the road. These were free,
Okay.
so they need cleaned up, but those are going in here.
Mm-hmm.
And I like them okay.
Yeah. You want something more ornate?
Probably a little more period.
Something with prisms?
Those actually
Do they have holes?
prisms. Yeah, they have little holes. They're supposed to have prisms on it.
Oh, okay. Well, having the prisms on might make it really nice. Dress it
could.
up.
And I don't know until it's all done. These windows at the top, we have beveled leaded glass panels that are going to be inserted into there.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Mom is big on beveled glass and prisms.
This is one of my favorite features, I have to say. This rolled in. This is the original plaster.
Yeah.
So how it rolls in and that window is kind of, I don't know what it is about that.
So I did not see, I've seen a picture of the windows when they were in,
Mm-hmm.
and the original windows in there had the cross mullions. They were diamond patterned.
Oh, okay.
So that's something you would see more in Europe.
Sure.
Switzerland kind of thing. The front windows were just like what we've got here.
Mm-hmm.
They were just a single divide on each window pane or sash. So, and then upstairs had 6/6 on the panes. So they had multiple styles of windows in the house too.
Now that was something then that the individual could choose. Oh, I like this. So this is original.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the entirety of this. What's gonna happen with something like, say, this here?
It has to be cut out and pieced back in.
Okay.
So I have some original molding that I've saved.
Okay.
To piece that in, so you won't know. Now there's a base molding that goes all the way around, and that piece actually goes right underneath.
So that's where you're
So-
seeing this plaster,
Mm-hmm.
and then this just
That's
gets.
how tall the base molding is. It's, again, there's several pieces to it.
Now, okay, so this wall has sheetrock on it, but underneath it is the original plaster.
Well,
Whereas,
It's gone.
oh, that plaster is gone?
Um,
Was it? I
don't
don't
know.
think so. I think that has the original plaster on
We
it.
just cut holes in it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We took sections of it out, but there was still plaster.
I'm pretty, yeah.
So we drywalled over it.
This, as an example, the hallway here, this is the original
That's
plaster.
plaster over brick.
Plaster over brick.
So your exterior walls are all done that way. The interior walls, they have wood frame with glass.
Okay. Now you have went ahead and touched them up. Clearly, that's where you're seeing like the mud.
Mm-hmm.
So that way it becomes a smooth surface. So that way it'll be painted. I still think Richard should do a wonderful floral pattern in there, a huge floral pattern. His mother
You're
agrees.
talking about wallpaper.
His mother agrees with me too.
Floral
by
pattern
the way.
wallpaper.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I know, exactly. I'm sure it would be absolutely beautiful, but I've also hung wallpaper in staircases.
I've got your back, Lydia. Don't worry.
Yeah,
So-
it's a very difficult thing to do.
We are entering into now
This was the original dining room.
original dining room.
There will now be a U-shaped kitchen, so
Okay.
we'll come out in the middle with the bar
Obviously, we have a water line and drain here.
for the sink.
So we're seeing that the bar is coming out this way.
So on this side, you'll have the bar stools.
On this side is the bar stools, and then this is where our dining room table
So
will
you
be.
can see the.
And there you can see that original. Now this
Now,
has been,
this is scaled down from the living room. This is not as ornate.
but well, the finishing down here is what, you know,
Yeah.
you'll see this occurring then, like where that's missing out there.
Yeah. But if you really look at the woodwork, it is substantially different
Yeah.
than those front windows.
Okay.
And this is the only room that has it.
So these have been,
Well, we've taken the
Panes.
paint off.
yes.
They still have to be sanded and
Okay.
repaired.
Where I'm
So-
seeing like filler, the white, we'll see that here in closer detail. So that way it can be, you are painting.
Yes, everything will be painted.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to install crown molding in here that'll be just like the entry.
Okay.
The door you're looking at there was originally the exterior door to the side porch.
Okay.
When we put the addition on, which you'll see, they had to run a support beam right through the transom. So we had to do a blind transom on this side. The other side doesn't even have a transom anymore.
Yeah.
We've recreated the woodwork on that side. So then the original door into the kitchen was actually over on this other side. And we filled all that in and cut a new door through the brick.
Utilizing original molding.
Yes.
So then as we enter, so essentially as it stands, the hallway, the dining room, and the eating kitchen here, this is the original house. This is all that remains of
This
the
was all
original
the
house. And of course the second floor. The room we're looking into, I think, let's go ahead and take them back here. We don't have to go into the garage. But this, as well as the garage, you'll glimpse it. And this, what are you calling this? The sunroom?
That's, family room.
Family room. So the family room addition is the length here. And then you're going to see everything from here out is essentially a garage, but it's a first floor master office, etc. So
Yeah, one side of it was garage, the other side.
The other
was
side,
living
yeah.
space.
So this is, now we're entering into the new, right? All of this is new.
So this is now the new back hall, which will be your access to the garage. There's a side door with a little porch.
So clearly everything that's living out here, we've got furniture, etc., things that are clearly tools. It is very much a work area.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's a 4-car garage.
4-car garage, which we'll be walking down on the opposite side. We'll be walking down this. You'll see has been turned into first floor living space.
So then we've got our side porch here.
Here's a side
Again,
porch.
we're utilizing old architecture. So this was an actual antique door.
Okay.
And same thing here. We've been able to redo. This has a different tone. So that you know whether somebody's at the front door or the side door.
Okay, look at you. Look at you.
Uh-huh.
So this is, for lack of a better word, mudroom.
Well, it's just a back hall.
It's a back
so
hall.
It's a back entry. So you have a coat closet here.
Right here.
And you have a half bathroom to your right.
And a
so
half bath.
More than likely, most guests will pull, because we're on a main street, most guests would pull into the driveway and park and enter the side door instead of the front. So you still want something that's a little bit nicer to enter into, but this is, again, you've got the bathroom available for guests. And then our furnace room. Now, I intentionally did not put a basement in the house.
Why?
I wasn't thinking about tornadoes. That would have been the only argument for it. However,
We are in a brick house that's,
yeah,
you know,
it's pretty sturdy.
mm.
So, um,
not that, you know.
because basements are notorious for collecting.
Issues. Oh,
They
okay.
have issues. You got
Collecting.
and they end up being a giant.
He means stuff.
They end up being a giant storage facility. As people get older, they forget that they shouldn't be doing steps. And I didn't want to find my parents at the bottom. So I decided
Or anybody else.
to just not have the basement as a temptation.
This is a pantry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Walk-in pantry, which is, of course, underneath the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's the we're doing a false back in the pantry.
Mm-hmm. That's where the guns are.
Possibly. But once it's shelved and finished out, you won't know there's a door up here.
Yeah.
But it actually does open, and there's another small area in there for storage, so
Mm-hmm.
that may be where the safe is.
Okay.
It'll be empty, but...
So again, new part, and this is the informal family room, right? And then you did build, of course,
The cupola.
the cupola.
You've got a chandelier to hang there.
Now, all of the molding that you're seeing on the windows, Richard, you custom did all of this. How many pieces is just, wait, let me guess.
Well, you got
1, 2, 3, but this is also shared here.
Yeah.
So you did a mini version of what's occurring in the formal.
And this is the exact same molding that's in the original house. I just put it in a little different setup. Now, you're seeing there's some molding missing because I got a little bit ahead of the drywall and we had to be able to sand and mud the corners.
Sure.
So I haven't finished all of the molding yet, but probably more than I should have. Of course, you can see the original exterior of the house. There was a window there that I bricked in. That's really our only wall space in the room, so that's where the TV goes. We put a garden patio.
And then you did this flagstone.
Yeah.
I don't know why I want to call it flagstone. Arizona, how you doing?
So
Just
we've
hold
got
my
the
hand.
grill out there, and they'll be able to go out on a nice evening and sit and
I will show you guys because I really like there's actually a path. You continued the flagstone
All the way
out
to
there.
the backyard.
Don't tell them.
Oh.
That's a surprise part. Okay. So I don't know. What do you want to do? Do you want to continue going down this way and then we can go upstairs, or what do you think
That's fine. We'll
makes
want to get
sense?
your shoes.
Do what?
We'll want to get your
Yeah, I have to go get my shoes, so we'll be back. So Richard pulled up a photo of what it looked like.
And that's what you're now looking at.
That's what we're looking at. Let's see it again. That's crazy. That's okay. So you're saying this wall? No, there's no floor down here.
Now there are bookcases on the right side over here.
Got it.
Those all came off. There's now a doorway. The fireplace is gone.
That's what that is. Crazy. We got the shoes. We're gonna head into the addition now. Bottom line is, you were just saying this is hard to see because this is all of the kitchen cabinets, correct?
Yes. Which we will be unpacking in about a week.
Well, you know what? It's nice though because it'll show some significant progress. But then we look out and you do have the French doors, of course.
So this is master bedroom right off of the family room.
So impressive. I mean, clearly, I'm sure y'all can see the vision.
Yeah. Well, you can see we've taken old doors.
Yeah.
We've stripped them down. We've got new.
Over here.
Yeah. we found all the original hinges, the hardware.
Yeah.
Got Bennington knobs for all the doors.
You got more of the beveled glass in here to really accent and bring part of the old house into the new. So basically on this side is where the furnace room, the coat closet, and the bathroom is.
Yeah, the other side.
And then, yep. And then as we go through this door, we would be going down the stairs to the garage, which on the inverse
the back side of the garage is now the master bathroom.
Is now the master bathroom.
Yeah.
So an interesting feature that is happening in this bathroom, which you traditionally don't see, is that we have not one, but 2 water closets, toilet rooms.
There will be 2 vanities, and then a tub shower wet room.
Vanity.
There's a vanity on either side of the window, and then I've got an old piece of furniture that sits in the middle.
Yep.
So you basically got 2 bathrooms joined together. You could literally tape it right down the middle and each have your own bathroom.
But you have to share the tub.
The tub and shower
And shower.
are in the same space. It's a wet room, so the tub can actually get wet with the shower.
And again, this is the second water closet or toilet.
And then we go into the master closet.
This is the master closet.
So we put the laundry into the closet.
Which is over here.
We will have an island of some sort in here. We've got a
About
beautiful glass chandelier to go in.
Where we're standing. The chandelier cut is right here.
Yeah. And then there are the cam lights throughout. So the secondary lighting.
And this stays in here, correct?
This does, and this is
new.
It is a new piece of furniture. This is actually a Ralph Lauren cupboard from the 1990s. We found it in an antique store. So that's the base, and the top is behind, and has glass doors. Well, I'm putting it right there on that wall, and that's what's going to hold sweaters and all your undergarments and that kind of stuff.
Undergarments of it all.
It's got drawers and that good stuff. So then we've got clothing racks, double clothing on either side of it. And we'll have the island in the middle, so they can literally do, where you don't have to carry your laundry anywhere.
Yeah.
Your laundry is actually washed right where it goes on and where it comes off.
Makes sense.
Here's all the glass doors for them. Again, these are beveled doors. It was a beautiful piece. It's hard to believe that was from the 90s.
And again, the old doors stripped.
We've got paint off of everything. We just haven't finished them out yet. So now we're going into the office. We probably should take our shoes off.
Okay, we're going to take our shoes off again.
Somebody didn't, and you can see now I've got to clean the floors to finish them.
The footprints. We can CSI it and get people's. Okay, let me cut quick. So this is an office.
Yeah. So Dad requested that he have a little room for himself to sit and read in. So.
What is this, like an 8 by 10?
A little bit bigger.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was 10 by 15.
Okay.
And then we got our entry.
And then, of course, a door. And as I said, we literally...
Come out on the other end of the garage.
There's the other end of the garage, y'all. So what we'll do is, I guess and then you did a lath wall back here, and this all came from...
This was salvaged out of the old house. And I'm going to carry that into the apartment. I'm thinking the bathroom will have one wall in lath and possibly the backsplash in the kitchen. It'll be shellac, so you can...
Okay, I was about to say, cleaning that is not gonna...
Yeah, so this has actually been treated. I use the Sealcrete and it seals the wood, so you could actually wipe it off, but it is a little bit rougher.
Uh-huh. But
So,
if you wanted to put that in the kitchen, it'll be more of a smooth surface.
yeah, I could varnish it so it doesn't have the pores.
Michael likes to clean.
Yeah.
And we have
We
two
have to teach you not to make
sconces.
a mess.
Teach me not to make the mess. So now we have the stairs that are going up to the apartment. And I'm going to put my shoes back on. Okay, so up the stairs we go.
So we have our kitchen up here now too. We're still waiting to get the drywall sanded, and then we'll be able to install the kitchen. But yeah, we've got our cupboards.
The refrigerator and everything.
Mm-hmm. Have you shown the balcony?
Yeah, little Juliet balcony. This will be great for fall.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, it's murderously hot.
Hey, we can see the goldfish. He's right behind the fountain.
I can't.
The orange? Right behind the spray.
Oh, I see him. I don't know that it's picking up on camera. We'll check out downstairs the yard in just a second, guys. So we are standing in the kitchen. A bar. There's a little pantry.
Mm-hmm. So we have a bar that comes out
Mm-hmm.
and divides the kitchen from the rest of the room. It'll have the bar stools on the other side. But again, you can see where our sink is. And then I started trimming this out in here as well. Now this is a salvage trim that came out of a barn.
Around the...
Yeah, this was not related in any way to the house, but it was just good old moldings.
Mm, I'm going to have to show you guys on the opposite wall. It's getting too much in shadow. There you go. You guys went with us to get that in Chicago.
And then we just got the chair at the auction.
Yeah, if you didn't see that out, check that out. Obviously the mantle is not original because this is all new construction.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We have a mantle topper that fits that. Sit in the dining room.
Oh, is that going to go on there?
It
Where did I
fits.
get that? From an estate sale.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you had decided.
It fits.
Remember I had to go up and pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only problem is we can't stain the bottom part, so and I don't know if I want to paint the top. So then I have to figure out how to do half painted, half stain. Can you imagine painting that?
No. You're not allowed to paint it.
The bottom is not stainable. I mean, I could paint it dark and faux it. Try to make it look like wood.
Well,
But it fits perfectly in there.
okay. So there's a mirror. You can see there was one actually on here that they never painted.
So this is just purely decorative for us.
Yeah.
It won't be operable in any way. There's my pile of lath ready to go.
Yay. I personally like the darker.
The dirty side?
Sure.
You know, if you vacuum that off, a lot of it'll disappear.
No.
It's just soot.
I don't know. Like we can. Oh wait, I can turn the flash on. Hold on, guys. All right. So this is the bathroom. We have the water closet, the toilet, tub and shower, and then you're thinking over here.
Yeah, the sink goes over here, and then we've got a spot for a piece of furniture next to it.
And you want to do the lath.
I was thinking about doing the lath on just that wall.
I feel like we've discussed this before with the vanity being offset.
Uh-huh.
It's too late to put it center so that you could have cabinet, vanity, cabinet.
Cabinets wouldn't match the vanity. And there's not really a lot of room in cabinet room.
It's literally a piece of furniture. When we're saying cabinet, we mean it's a cabinet.
Yeah. It was an old washstand.
Washstand, okay. And then this is the closet.
Yeah. So again, we've got the washer and dryer for us in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have the clothing racks, and we have some additional storage space.
And we're still in new.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also new.
Yeah, this is it.
You can
This is
see the
attic.
old here.
Yep.
There it is. So we've got stairs that'll go into the second floor. I guess we'll just go to the second floor.
Sure.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. So this is going to be, let me give you a perspective before let's pretend instead of coming up from the, am I allowed to walk on my shoes on this? Okay. So, obviously we were downstairs. Ooh, I kind of like that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So we've walked upstairs. Bloop. We've got this, which is one of my favorite features of the old house. Wow, you can definitely tell it's old.
The humps?
You feel that hump on the floor. But I love this little kind of sitting area. Reading your book with your fern.
Yeah.
That's lovely. That's lovely.
We've got two little sitting chairs that we're going to put on either side. And that's a tiny little table in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping to finagle in a little desk there too.
So essentially what this is 2 bedroom, 1 bath.
In the old house.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But we are turning the room that we just walked out of, that we're going to walk back into, this is going to become
A library.
Look at how fabulous this is. And I love this, that this is finished out like this. Isn't that great?
In 1860, closets were a luxury. And I thought this was a very creative way of adding a closet in. They made the walls deeper so they could put closets in.
Spooky. What?
And they're not bad sized closets.
Mm-mm.
But then they even had to, you see, they angled it in order to fit the window.
Oh, I see. It's sloping down that way.
Now you can
Oh,
actually,
you can see it pretty good right up here.
yeah, and you can see the cupola.
So this original plaster really is what the entirety of downstairs looked like.
So there's already been a lot of repair in there. So we start with the deep spots.
Right here. Oh, well, this is
That
where
was
you
electric.
beveled out for electric. Or channeled out. Back what was behind here was a brick, but it had substantial damage. So you repaired it, stabilized it, but it was just so,
The plaster was all
Yeah.
off of the brick.
it was just best to put the sheetrock over it.
It would have taken a tremendous amount of work to repair the plaster on that wall. So there was originally a fireplace down in the dining room, but the chimney was completely gone. And actually behind this section, all of that brick was gone. We've rebuilt all that brick because it is still partially outside.
Mm-hmm.
But then we used the chase in order to get heat and air up into the attic.
Nice.
And we've heated the second floor. We've actually zoned the second floor of the old house separately.
And this is going to be a library. This will be a library. And as we walk through the library, this is coming into the second floor
Maybe
bathroom.
Olivia will get to watch the video too and see that her signature's still
It's
on
still
the
there.
plans.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, we got another closet
Oh,
and the other closets for the
On the
bath-
other, yeah.
bedroom. Yeah. stuff.
So we have a shower, the commode, the vanity. We'll go over here.
That is the tile for the shower.
Wow, what a wonderful, wonderful idea. Mirror tile in the bathroom.
For the shower?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get to see 1,000 of yourself every time you go to the shower.
Idea.
The what?
What? You won't admit it, but it
I
was.
hope nobody can hear that.
Uh-huh. And this is your master.
This will be the main bedroom upstairs. The guest bedroom.
Yep. And this is
Wardrobe.
a wardrobe. I call them wolves, but
It's actually a knockdown wardrobe.
that was
You can
fun.
See the sides, the door.
Yeah, that was fun to get down. He got that at an auction. You had to battle for that one. Now this fireplace is original, and on that original fireplace there is, in fact, a mural.
There's in the library too. It was just
Covered.
drywall in front of it. I'm gonna have to get the name of the artist, but there was a famous artist that lived in the house from 1895 to 1905.
Just a pastoral country scene. I don't know if you can really. There's a horse right here pulling
Hay
a
wagon.
hay, and the gentleman's right here, the farmer.
And then the log cabins on the other side.
Okay, yeah, I missed that actually. The log cabin.
So the artist lived here for 10 years and taught at the university, and he moved and continued teaching at the Chicago School of Art.
Mm-hmm.
He and his wife were both artists, and he was known worldwide. He had 7 children, and the last of the 7 was born in the house.
Okay.
And when that son grew up, he came back here in the 1930s and actually purchased the house and raised his family here. And he lived in this house for almost 50 years. He was an interior designer, very well known in the area. So at one point, this house was known as one of the prettier houses in Urbana. When they passed away, he had 3 daughters, and the middle daughter had a very close friend that purchased the house for sentimental reasons, and lived here about a year and left, and never came back, and refused to sell. So
And it ended up in the state.
she owned it for it was 35 years. It sat empty with her. It was sold to another individual who let it sit another 5 years. So it sat a total of 40 years vacant. And substantial damage, obviously, done in a 40-year period. So it was on the demolition list, and that's when I got a hold of it. So 2 weeks away from
2
demolition.
weeks.
Yeah. And I got a hold of the right people and was able to actually purchase the property. So
Saved. Otherwise, it was going to be ripped down, torn down, and a vacant lot would have been sold. And this stained glass is going, actually, you're just setting that then into the bathroom window. That'll definitely give you privacy, for sure.
So I'm copying the moldings that are in here. So it'll be the same molding going around the shower door, the opening. I'll be able to blend a lot of this in to make it look very old, where right now it still has kind of a new look.
Yeah. Very basic, standard. I went all the way up.
The ceiling?
Yeah.
We did not do that.
I know. Really give the drama of it. Hey, tall people like tall spaces.
Well, that's why we put the mirror in there, so you can feel wide open. Make the space a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So that's the whole house.
There she is. So before we leave, we're going to take you guys down the garden path. There's a mulberry tree that's really dropping a lot of berries. Looks like a murder scene back here. But clearly more greenery is going to need to go in. We have the AC unit back here. Yeah, that one's not going to live. So Richard actually found these arborvitaes at the. I think you're losing two.
Those are the two. I knew they weren't going to make it.
Well, they were free, so hey, you got to try. And there's a little raised bed garden back here.
That needs water. I put beets, carrots, and onions in there. We've got beans, the tomato, which might do something. We got strawberries, rhubarb, and asparagus, looking dry.
Oh, this tomato wants to. Oh, she's flowering. This one's flowering.
I have not.
Oh, so's that one actually. You saw.
And then our herb box.
What is this?
Well, that's parsley.
It is?
That I need to cut back. There's lavender, basil, rosemary. What is this one?
Thyme?
Italian oregano.
Oregano!
Yep.
Yeah, that one's.
Not gonna make it.
Bless it. But you got quite a few others for free, so.
I don't water, this one might not make it. It starts to dry out here.
We're going to go into the backyard. So you saw it from the Juliet balcony, but now we're down here. You're going to put in a gazebo.
I want to do a Victorian gazebo. Pretty ornate. So we did have a number of trees already here that we were able to clean up. There's great ground cover that we can kind of nurse into a good filler. But then I've added in flowering trees and bushes. So we've got the crab apples, the lilacs,
Cherry tree.
We've got the magnolia. Things that you can clip and take in.
Sure.
Of course, some roses and peonies that will come up every year. But we put some climbing roses out for the trellis over here. It all needs a little attention. And then we got
See
the
it.
pond.
I do see a goldfish. He's an orange one. He's towards the back right here. Oh, there's a white one. Oh, there's two white ones.
Oh, don't get too close.
Oh no, there's a dead bird in there. Oh, there is. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, you guys. The tragedy of it all. The fish are back there if you can see them.
And there's another dead bird.
Where? And on that note, I guess we will wrap up the video here. Thank you for giving us a tour. You're doing wonderful work. I think everybody will agree out there. It's a lot. And you're doing the vast majority of it by yourself. So,
Someday.
someday. Someday.
It'll all be done.
And it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. It will. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour. It's definitely a little bit different. And don't, I swear. Until next time, guys. Keep it rusty, crusty, and dusty. Bye, guys.
Bye.